It's all about having the key insights, following the leaders of the crypto industry and background stories on blockchain technology trends to keep you one step ahead. Monty Metzger, CEO of LCX.com, keeps you up to speed with what's moving global crypto markets and gives you the latest insights about LCX's platform and ecosystem. This is LCX Insights Live.
Hello, welcome to LCX Insights Live. I'm thrilled to welcome you all. It's Sunday, the 30th May 2021, and we're doing a light night session here, but I don't let you down on this Sunday and keep you entertained and also informed about the latest and greatest development at LCX. I think since we last spoke, since Wednesday, a lot of things already happened. Lots of progress. But in these live sessions here at LCX Insights Live, I'm engaging with the world's top blockchain projects, entrepreneurs, investors, and pioneers in crypto and blockchain in honest conversations meant to challenge traditional ways of thinking. And I can tell you, the agenda is packed for the next couple of weeks, next Wednesday, next Sunday, the following Wednesday then, and so on. So very high caliber speakers and guests joining, including Don Tapscott, live from Toronto. And so really looking forward to all these sessions together with you. So with that said, my name is Monty Metzger and I'm founder and CEO of LCX. LCX is a regulated fintech company that focuses on digital asset trading, compliant token offerings, and tokenization. LCX has received 8 blockchain-related approvals by the Liechtenstein regulator, more than any other company in the country. And Liechtenstein is a country next to Switzerland in Austria, landlocked. So probably an hour drive away from Zurich Airport. You'll find Vaduz, the capital city of Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein is known to be a financial powerhouse. Lots of foundations and banks and financial institutions are there. Liechtenstein has the highest GDP in the world, with I think $250,000 or more per capita. And Liechtenstein also stands out because it has introduced the most forward-thinking legal framework for cryptocurrencies and blockchain companies, providing legal clarity for us as a blockchain pioneer, but also for our users' security and clarity as well. So for us, Liechtenstein is really the most exciting jurisdiction as of now in terms of regulation and what you can do and opportunities for blockchain companies. Today's show is special. It's a community AMA where I need your questions again, but we'll start with the LCX products and with some basic trading tactics and basics I wanted to explain that everybody understands. And we can share these little clips then to our early traders. So let's get right into it. I hope you're all excited to that show. Let's see. So we already have a good viewership here. I can see all your comments coming in here. LCX to the moon from Matt. I can see here Beastly, LCX to the moon. Hello Monty. Hello LCX team. Super excited to see you all. Here, Diamond Tokens, talking about Timons.com, which we announced just lately. And yeah, so Don Tapscott, exciting. When Klaus Schwab. Okay, good comment. Who knows? Maybe I should give Klaus a call and get him on the show as well. So happy to answer all your questions. If you have something, please feel free. Drop your questions at YouTube, and then I can pick them here right in the interface and get your question in as well. So what we have prepared for today is an overview about LCX and LCX products. So this is LCX. And LCX is a global fintech company with a Swiss-German quality mindset and powered by the Liechtenstein blockchain regulation. I'm German originally. I live in Switzerland. I spent most of my working time in Vaduz in Liechtenstein now. So there's this Swiss-German Liechtenstein quality mentality. We rather under-promise but over-deliver, and that's how we see building up a sustainable business in the future. What is LCX.com? The Liechtenstein. So first of all, LCX, 3 letters, stands for Liechtenstein Crypto Assets Exchange. For you also to understand LCX, we have acquired LCX.com a while ago. We have at LCX on Twitter, and we have this lovely brand with the X, and that's a brand mark, a trademark. We have patents all over the world, including Liechtenstein, of course, including European Patent Office and the US. LCX is building a financial ecosystem for crypto and fiat alike to become a new category leader in the digital asset economy. Let's start with the first key product and the core, which is at the moment a key focus for us for growth and building the platform out. What is LCX Exchange? LCX Exchange offers individuals a secure and compliant trading platform for a variety of digital assets. You can find LCX Exchange at exchange.lcx.com. What are the key features of LCX Exchange? It's reliable and secure. We also have a Swiss-German server infrastructure. We have GDPR, data privacy protection. We are under highest security standards, and we have very tight internal information structure as well, including kind of training for all our employees who are engaging on the platform. Then we have a custom matching engine, and that's built on our proprietary technology built for scale. We have not taken any white label solution. We built the platform from scratch over the last 2 years, so it's state of the art, and it can scale in terms of matching engine, in terms of trading engine, which is running in the back end. And what we deliver at the moment is a variety of crypto assets. There are 22 crypto assets listed and 48 trading pairs online already. There are more coming, and you have to imagine we launched this platform on January 5th this year. So my key question is really, how can we build the next Coinbase, the next Binance, the next NASDAQ, crypto NASDAQ? That's our key goal. So first step is like building up user traction. Second is building up assets where you can invest in. And now the next step is really rapidly growing liquidity with key markets, with key partners as well. And last but not least, a key element of LCX Exchange, and probably the most important one, it's a regulated, compliant, trustworthy platform built on top of the blockchain regulations in Liechtenstein. We got the 8 registrations there by the Financial Market Authority in Liechtenstein, which includes the exchange service provider, the identity service provider, the price service provider, custody roles like token and key holder, but also other things which are empowering our token sale platform, like LCX issuer, the token issuer role, which we gained. So this is LCX Exchange. What is the LCX DeFi terminal? So the LCX DeFi terminal, also known as Fire Salamander, is a decentralized trading platform built on the popular decentralized exchange Uniswap. You can find LCX DeFi terminal at defi.lcx.com. You can connect with your MetaMask and get started right away. You get an overview of your wallet, like what's in your wallet. You can see your liquidity pools at Uniswap V2 currently. And to activate all these features, you actually have to place 10,000 LCX token in your wallet to get started and unlock this license. Then what else do you have at DeFi terminal? So the core USP is really you can do limit orders at Uniswap. Uniswap is made with the automated market making system to really enable very simple swaps, but they're all market orders. But now you can do a limit order, so you can sell it or buy at a certain price. It's easy, fast, and reliable. But what is even more important for me, I think, is this advanced charting. If you're a user of Uniswap, you know there's the swap feature, the app, and then you have to go to info to see all the data. So it's a different system, different platform. Here at DeFi Terminal, you have everything right next to your fingertips. You can see all the charting, historic, but also all transactions. We have all Uniswap trading pairs and all assets at DeFi Terminal. So very, very advanced charting. We're using TradingView, smart charting integration. And on top of that, there are the DeFi trading indicators. So if you click on indicators and then type in DeFi, you'll find a liquidity and volume, and you can see the charts right away next to each other. Then you have an intuitive DeFi dashboard that lists all your assets and all your liquidity pools, so you can really manage your liquidity pools easier. And what's the underlying layer is the LCX DeFi protocol. So it's a second layer protocol and a smart contract, which is the foundation for our trading automation on Uniswap. So once you execute a limit order, these values are locked into the smart contract and then put on chain in a fully transparent manner. And then our price discovery engine in the background is tracking the prices. And the moment it hits your price, you're selling or buying, depending on what limit order you've set. So this is LCX's DeFi terminal. What is LCX terminal? So this is a multi-exchange crypto trading platform to trade on all major crypto exchanges within a single interface, but it's focusing on centralized exchanges. Currently, we're connecting 16 exchanges, and so you can connect up to 16 exchanges. It's API based, so you click on the add exchange function, you put in the APIs. These are just trading APIs, so we don't touch any withdrawal or any of these sorts. In terms of security, you're totally safe. And then you have a full intuitive interface, like a crypto trading desk, let's say like a Bloomberg for crypto. And so what are the key features here? So first of all, there's an advanced trading and reporting system for all your crypto assets. So you see your full portfolio, you can export it into nice PDFs and Excel charts. This might be helpful for text reports or portfolio analysis or something like that. Then there's the smart order router, our favorite feature, which is enabling you to get the best price across all centralized exchanges. You always see the best bid and the best ask, and then you can execute your trades. If it's a larger trade, then the smart order router of LCX Terminal is splitting your trade across several enabled exchanges. And that's very, very unique. For example, if you do a larger order, selling or buying one Bitcoin, for example, it splits across the market orders across these exchanges and really gives you the best price. So you can really reduce the slippage, or you can do a lot of arbitrage trading on it. Third element is the trading on multiple crypto exchanges. So currently you can connect Binance, Bittrex, Coinbase Pro, Kraken. 16 core exchanges are enabled, and you can easily connect them. And last but not least, or even super important, next to all the trading data, you have social analytics, trading signals, all like the volume of of tweets around these assets. You have a news desk, so all the CoinDesk, Cointelegraph, and 50 other core news channels are listed over there. And you have price alerts, so that even works with Telegram. And I've never seen Telegram price alerts there enabled within a terminal like that. So This is LCX Terminal, and you can subscribe to it. So it's a monthly subscription fee, and you can only pay it with LCX token. So if you buy the tokens on market, for example, you can buy the LCX Terminal subscription on a monthly basis or on a yearly basis. What are LCX price oracles? So first of all, we are partnering there with Chainlink to get our price oracles on chain. So LCX chooses LCX Chainlink to provide credible reference prices for cryptocurrencies. But let me explain. Oh, where's the slide? Something happened with the slide. So what are price oracles? LCX price oracles. So it's credible reference prices of Bitcoin and Ethereum in euro and US dollar. And we calculate this on a daily basis. So we always have one price per day, which we then publish on Chainlink and on our own system on a daily basis. What you also find at lcx.com, and then going to price services, is you'll find our methodology report, which is a 10 or 12 page technical report and white paper around the methodology and how we do this. Why is it important? So first of all, there is a regulated role which we got registered for, which is the price service provider. And the price service provider is a crucial element within the new blockchain laws in Liechtenstein, which means that the underlying price is a fundamental element in any contract, in any transaction, because if the price varies too much, or if there's a wrong price, or you take another reference price, I mean, there can be a big difference in the outcome. So that's why it's important to have a regulated price service provider in that regard. And that's important for a lot of other kind of key services. For example, if you look at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, they are using these reference prices they have developed for the future markets of Bitcoin trading. So very interesting aspects on that. And they're also using these CME Bitcoin reference prices. So we have done it a little bit similar, but adapted it to the Liechtenstein regulation. And we are now triggering that also and using that on our key platform for a lot of services and things. With the Liechtenstein protocol, we did a special section on that last time, but let me explain again. So what is the Liechtenstein protocol? The Liechtenstein protocol is a standardized framework for the tokenization of securities. We published a whole white paper for it on our website, and we show the blockchain solution for digital securities, for security tokens, and tokenized assets. Our technical white paper is a proposal for this new token standard as an industry-led initiative. And the Liechtenstein protocol standard is programmed to automatically enforce specific conditions that relate to legal and regulatory requirements applicable to securities, enabling automated compliance on token level and enabling tokenized asset with predefined requirements built right in the code. So the Liechtenstein protocol embeds compliance at token level and allows decentralized trading for private securities across any platform that supports a specific blockchain network. So, for example, we are blockchain agnostic. So we've built that on Ethereum, Polkadot, Cardano, and Icon. And with that, basically, if you're within one blockchain ecosystem, we can embed the compliance elements and enforce them right on blockchain, on the blockchain right away. So I think for the future of securities and digital securities, this is a milestone and also very important for our development at LCX. Here are the key elements of the Liechtenstein protocol. So first of all, there's the on-chain asset management. So the management of tokenized digital assets on the blockchain, the issuance, time locking, burning, transaction monitoring, and so on. Second, tokenization. So creating a digital representative of a financial instrument on the blockchain. Number three is the interoperability. So decentralized trading of private securities across any blockchain is possible, with emphasis on decentralized trading. So of course, centralized on exchanges like probably in the future like LCX Exchange or LCX Securities, where we can then trade these digital securities, and also decentralized. So very interesting to get a security token on Uniswap. Why not? So, and number 4, on-chain identity. So there's a single KYC and identity management on the blockchain, combining compliance, regulatory, and technology requirements to enable security token offerings and security token trading. And number 5, real-time cap table. So enabling a real-time token holder registry listing all holders and of the security right in the system. So I wanted to present you another key element and talk about that as well. What is the LCX Token Sale Manager? The LCX Token Sale Manager is your one-stop shop platform for your compliant token sale. It's triggered by our key regulatory roles. So we are a regulated token issuer. So we can issue, manage, kind of across the life cycle of a utility token or government token. So we can become the legal issuer of this token, of a client, of a partner of us, which enables them to issue the token in a fully compliant and regulated environment in Liechtenstein, under the Liechtenstein blockchain laws, but by us. So they don't need to come to Liechtenstein to open a company. They can be in Gibraltar, US, Singapore, or else, but we are doing the issuance. And it's also a very responsible and liable role, because we are then liable as a token issuer to most degree also in that regard. So we are responsible to notify the regulator about this token sale. You have to do that for every token sale above $5 million. You have to be registered as a token issuer. So a lot of companies who want to do that in Liechtenstein are also now forced to work with LCX, because we're the only company who has these amount of licenses there. And I think besides us, I don't know if there's any other token issuer on behalf of other projects. Then we're the regulated token generator and smart contract development. So we are doing the smart contract development on behalf of these projects. We did that for the RVW security token, for example, and then we work with other third parties to get it audited. Last time we worked with Certic, for example. And then we're regulated token holder and key holder. So basically we manage the whole custody for the project, especially during the token sale, but then to be discussed also over the life cycle of the token. So this is LCX, a global fintech company, Swiss-German quality mindset and Liechtenstein blockchain regulation at the heart. So let's see if there are already some questions coming in. Okay, so again, LCX Chainlink. So please drop me your questions. I'm happy to answer anything. I think if there's something which is, critical because it's still confidential, I probably won't comment on it, but we can still raise any question, and I'm happy to take it here in the show. Okay, I'm seeing that there are more and more questions coming in. It's good. We are collecting a couple of more questions here, and then I'll dive into your questions. I have some more slides, a couple of points here in the presentation, which I wanted to go through with you. So let's do this. Trading basics, because our customer support had been asked that multiple times. We understand that there are, like you in the audience, might be all very sophisticated traders already, crypto traders who are doing that on a daily basis. But also at LCX, as we are growing so fast and attracting so many new users, there are a lot of newbies there, people who are depositing euro, then buying some assets. They're just getting into that. So let me clarify 3 terms today, and then probably we'll pick that up at the future sessions as well and describe a couple of more of these things. So let's dive into the first thing. What is a market order? A market order is an order to buy or sell at the best currently available market price. It's basically the fastest way to get in and out of the market. Your market order will keep filling orders from the order book until the entire order is fully filled. When you're setting a market order, you're basically saying, I'd like to execute this order right now at the best price I can. But you have to always look at the order book. And especially at LCX, we currently have great opportunities for arbitrage traders out there. We have small liquidity at the moment, but if you look at the order pairs and the trading pairs, you always have to look at the trading book, the order book in the sell on and the buy side. And then basically what you do with the market order is you put in an order and say, okay, I want to buy LCX token for 1 Ethereum. And then you just put in 1 Ethereum and on the buy side, and then you're buying with a market order. But you have to watch and see if the market or the trade is actually available that much. So, for example, if you go somewhere and you want to do a very large order, like 100 Ethereum or something, it's not the best way to do that with a market order, because then you will pay a much higher price. So you have to split it into smaller ones. And that's what we see. The technical term for this is called slippage. So let me explain. What is slippage? There's something you need to be aware of when it comes to market orders, slippage. So when we say that the market orders fill at the best available price, that means that they can keep filling orders from the order book until the entire order is executed. However, if there's isn't enough liquidity around the desired price to fill a large market order, there could be a big difference between the price. So, for example, if you look at the order book, for example, with a sell side and the buy side, you can see the different prices laid up, and you always have to look at that before executing a market order. So be careful. If you're new to that, I highly recommend to start with limit orders first, put in a few limit orders, see how that goes, and then get started. So market orders is quick, but slippage, it can be at low liquidity, a critical part, which we've now seen a few times on our opportunity. Of course, for all professional traders, also a great opportunity to get some cheap tokens from early traders. So, third element, what is a limit order? A limit order is an order to buy and sell an asset at a specific price or better. This price is called the limit price. Limit buy orders will execute at a limit price or lower, while limit sell orders will execute at a limit price or higher. Using a limit order allows you to have more control over your entry and exit for a given market. When you're setting a limit order, you're basically saying, I'd like to execute this order at a specific price or better, but never worse. That's why I would really recommend for all our LCX users to do more limit orders. Put in your low orders. Buy LCX token against euro, for example, very famous trading pair at the moment at LCX Exchange. Or go into other tokens. You know, we have listed more than 20, so there are plenty of opportunities now to trade. You can put in your limit orders and wait until they're executed. And so that's also something which we are currently educating our users. We're building up liquidity step by step. And with that said, we are taking it step by step. I can explain a little bit more about how we are building up the liquidity. But building the next crypto NASDAQ, the next Coinbase, the kind of next generation of crypto exchange, we really have to go into the market with a very aggressive approach. Let me explain you what we mean by that. So building the next generation of a crypto exchange, we have to build that up in a very aggressive manner, big, because basically, in December, the exchange, like you see it now, has not been live yet. We had been building the platform for a long time. We had been waiting for the full registrations by the regulator, and now we're pushing out in the market. And how do we do that? So first of all, we have a very, very large user base with 130 countries on our platform. Majority is Europe. We are focusing on European Economic Area, but we also have a lot of other countries on the platform, especially Asia, very strong at the LCX. So we are building up a community, a strong community. You can see it, how active our community is, how big our Twitter following is, over 50,000, and so on. Second step is as we're building a marketplace, we have to give you opportunities to buy. So we have to list assets. So that's phase number 2, where we are now rolling out different exciting assets. If you have seen yesterday's news, we will be also listing famous Dogecoin on our platform, and some other exciting assets coming soon to the platform as well. And so we are creating this offering. So imagine a shop. Now people are coming into the shop, and if there are no products in the store, then nobody will buy it. So that's phase 2. And now phase 3 is really working with our community, building up liquidity, meaning that transactions are actually happening, building up limit orders, market orders, and other order types that we are building up liquidity. And we're not only depending on our own user base and our own reach, but we are building that up with institutional partners, market makers, who are using our regulated platform for regulated transactions as well. So that's something where our key partners are now coming in, and we are in the process of getting the connectivities up and running with our APIs. So for everybody who's interested in that, you can contact us at hello@lcx.com. We have sophisticated APIs, including CCXT very soon. So that's something where the connectivity is there, and then market makers can build up volumes in the millions of dollars, and we are growing in terms of the liquidity. We did a test a while ago, and now we are fine-tuning with the APIs and connectivities, and now coming back on the platform very soon. So that's kind of the roller plan. So how to build a crypto NASDAQ? First, users. Second, building up inventory, great assets to invest in, where we did due diligence, where we know this is a good investment. And third, building up liquidity and trading volume. So that's our strategy. We are in May this year, so it's the 5th month, and we are quite happy with the current development so far. What else can I say? In terms of LCX exchange, very important is our trust score, for example, and how are we seen at CoinGecko. So CoinGecko is ranking exchanges not only on volume, not only on amount of assets being listed, but also on a trust score. So as you might have seen, we are quite close with the CoinGecko team. I spoke with the founders a few times at some telcos and exploring some other things which we can do together. But the first step is really getting LCX listed there in the best way possible. So we are working to improve the trust score. And the key thing is that there will be some security reports being published very soon, a rating on our platform. So we did penetration tests, security tests, and so on. So our APIs, our team, and everything is already helping a lot, but these security measurements are important to get our platform ranked even higher. And of course, our goal is to achieve a rating of 10 very soon. So that's in the kind of category of a Coinbase and Kraken. Okay, let's dive into some questions. Are you ready? So we have roughly 20 minutes left for interesting questions. Ask me anything you'd like, and I'm getting started now with the first questions. Okay. here. Chris Keynes. LCX is European, a lot of users and has a lot of users too. So can we have soon the possibility on the exchange to see the balance in euro in addition to US dollars and BTC already implemented? I think that's a feature which had been requested a few times. We'll put it on the development list also. And now it's we're expanding step by step in the platform. I think seeing the balance in euro is something not complicated, and we will always listening to our community and our users and then implementing this. So yeah, it's on the roadmap and will be coming to you very soon. Let's take another question. Mrs. S Euro, Mr. S Euro, when QMM and how does it work? So what is QMM, quantitative market making, and how does it work? So quantitative market making is a new concept. We are entering a blue ocean, so a new market which has let's say this way, it's a new territory where unknown land, nobody had been there before, and we're really setting a lot of R&D power into that, and it's complex. I can tell you we did a couple of tests which did not come out with the result. Okay, but first of all, what is QMM? Quantitative market making is a combination of the automated market making which you see on Uniswap and the centralized order books of an exchange. So it's our answer to create millions and billions in dollar on volume on our platform. And to do that, we are building this quantitative market making system. The way for users it works is basically you can deposit funds and kind of stake them at LCX. And then with that funds, the quantitative market making system will start, and you will earn fees generated out of the trading activities on the platform. So it's similar to what you're used to if you provide liquidity at Uniswap, but it's on a centralized spot exchange. So the way it works, it's much more instant, it's much faster, and it can scale even much quicker and better. So that's something where we see an answer to the automated market making, which is so famous and which really made Uniswap come to light from a small DEX to a massive platform. And so I can tell you that that's a key priority for us. As with any technology development there, it's hard to predict when we really can launch it. But a team is working on it on a daily basis at the moment. So that's the key update on quantitative market making. I think very exciting to get that off the ground and probably getting best of both worlds together. So the world of the DEX, the world of a SAX, centralized exchange, and getting the liquidity of both combined in a way that's very exciting for us. QMM. And I think that leads me to something else which is quite interesting to see, and that's our liquidity program for Uniswap. Let me show this to you quickly. So let's go to Insights, Uniswap liquidity program. So I want to remind you how this goes. Let me share this screen again. Stop. Okay. Here it is. Introducing the LCX Uniswap version 3 liquidity rewards program. So at stake are 500,000 LCX token, which are up for grabs to our liquidity providers. The program started yesterday, but there's a qualifying period of 30 days, and you have to provide the liquidity as a minimum of 20 days. The way it works is that you have to deposit at least one Ethereum and then a 95,000 LCX token, roughly also worth one Ethereum. But you can evenly distributed, but the way you distribute the funds in terms of the price range can be in a very creative way. You can be setting that up more broadly or more focused. Of course, if it's more focused, if you know at Uniswap v3, you will be earning more fees. And we are focusing here on the LCX Ethereum pair, LCX ETH, which is a 1% trading fee pool, which is in general very attractive for any liquidity provider, because you earn 1% for every trade. And we intentionally did that to focus on this more high fee pool. First of all, to give very good incentives for liquidity providers with this additional kickback of 500,000 LCX token. And on top of that, we want to give an opportunity to have much lower fees at LCX Exchange directly. So everybody who is price sensitive for fees, come to LCX Exchange, then go to your settings and unlock the 50% discount and click there to get the fees with a 50% discount if you pay with LCX token. So then you have just a fraction of these costs for trading LCX Ethereum pair at LCX Exchange. But that's very exciting, the Uniswap v3 liquidity program. Please join, everybody. It starts now and it's running for the next 30 days. You have to provide liquidity for 20 days, and all the details are at lcx.com/insights. You'll find the details about the program. Let me repeat how to be eligible to participate in the Uniswap v3 LCX liquidity program. So first of all, you have to get your address whitelisted. Here's the link. By clicking here, you have to fill out a short form, put in your wallet address, and then we can track you. You need to qualify. To qualify, you need to provide at least one Ethereum plus at least 95,000 LCX token. Of course, you can do more, or you can do it with multiple wallets multiple times, which increases your chance to get more of these tokens rewards. So we will track the liquidity NFT. You know, if you provide the liquidity at Uniswap v3, there's an NFT created. So we are tracking that and analyzing it that you qualify for it. You have to hold that for at least 20 days within the 30 days qualifying period. But I can recommend you can look at the numbers there. Like, doing that is a profitable strategy, because with the 1% fees, you will earn a good fees on that as well. So it's very attractive. Then to qualify, it needs to be in the active price range. So choosing the price range needs to be clever. You can, again, do that more broadly or more focused. You can play around with it, even do probably several liquidity providing NFTs, for example, and then play around with it a little bit. Each qualifying qualifier splits the reward pool among all qualifiers. So basically 500,000 will be split among all the wallet addresses. And the chance is very high that you will get the tokens then there. And from the last program, we got very positive feedback from the community here. Okay, I saw I didn't do the screen sharing. Okay, so here at lcx.com/insights, you'll find all the details I've been just mentioning. Let's dive into more of your questions. Why has Exodus still the LCX logo? Good question. There's a company in the US who is using our logo. Also, we have fully registered these logos in the US, in Europe, in Liechtenstein, at the World WIPO, at the World International Property Organization for wallets and crypto exchange. And so we are in talks with lawyers, but the legal system are not as fast as crypto speed. So it's a process. You know, it was already a process of 1.5 years to get all the patents and trademarks. The first one was filed 2018, then 2019 first approval, 2020 additional approvals, and so on. So, but we are using the LCX logo in a commercial sense also since 2017, and Exodus has updated or changed their logo, I think 2019 or later. So they obviously has copied it from us in a way, and we're not happy with that, as they're in the same industry as we are. But so we're working on that, and we're currently engaging with our US legal team on that. Let's dive into additional questions. Eike is asking, do you have an update regarding the license to list securities? Are you allowed to list tokenized stock yet? So I think there are two questions, and I can comment on that. First of all, like our own perspective and our own like update in regard to licensing of securities. So with the licensing process, it's a long-term commitment at LCX. We're filing constantly, updating, improving our license strategy. Not only Liechtenstein, we're now taking it on an international level as well. The latest update on the regulation was really in regards to the travel rule. If you have not seen it, it's a major improvement, because LCX is leading the way here. The travel rule is something which is newly being rolled out. It's by the FATF, the International Terrorist and Financing, Anti-Terrorist Financing Organization there, and have introduced this travel rule and announced it a while ago, and it's now going live tomorrow in Liechtenstein, and we are fully prepared for that update. We implemented a new solution on our side, and that's very important to scale, because travel rule is also a must-have if you go for licenses in Singapore, and it will soon be also a must-have in the US. And a lot of companies are struggling on that regard, but we have invested early in it, and we are now ready to scale, so it won't limit our growth in the future. And that's very, very exciting. So licensing is always important at LCX. So what's the update on listing of securities at the LCX exchange? There we have a very specific target in mind, and I will actually have to update you on a later point of time at that. But we are targeting to get a very interesting new license. I don't want to say too much, but there's some progress. Let's say it this way. I don't want to say too much, but it's on our agenda, and I hopefully can update you very soon on this. It's a key priority and a key vision for us to make that happen. Then, Eike, you also have a second part. Are you allowed to list tokenized stocks yet? And there I want to make it a kind of a general comment on it. So we've seen these tokenized stocks coming from a Munich company being rolled out at Bittrex and at Binance. Binance had been sued in several jurisdictions because of doing that. Tokenized stock is a security, meaning Binance and Bittrex are trading securities at the exchange. That's at least my perspective on these things. It's highly controversial because it's packed in like different structures. But in a nutshell, if you look at it, it's really against any financial regulation there, and this is getting them into trouble. And for example, Binance had been sued in France. There's a warning in UK, and there is a lawsuit in the US in regards to these tokenized stock. The tokenization actually, or the stocks, are held by a Munich company, as far as I know, and they also have a BaFin license, a German license to do this. But this doesn't mean that the exchange is allowed to trade these kind of stocks, tokenized stocks. But 2 steps back, a question to you: are you excited to trade tokenized stocks? Would you do that? Do you want to have something like that at an exchange, at your crypto exchange? And I'm questioning that, because why would we be interested to list something where you have instant availability on apps like Robinhood or other kind of crypto or standard trading and stock trading apps already? Why do you want to have that next to like crypto? So I don't really understand it. It's duplicating the market. For us, it's really more interesting to unlock liquidity, which is $1 trillion of markets, which is not tradable, which is not liquid, which is basically non-fungible at the moment. So, and we make it fungible in a way. We make it tradable. We make it liquid. And there are several key examples. The first kind of example we are looking at is with our first project in terms of diamonds, seeing, okay, that's a massive market of commodity trading, but it's completely locked. There's no way you can trade diamonds. You can trade stocks of diamond mines or retailers or something like that. But this is kind of an opportunity there. And same is for other illiquid markets. I see the real estate tokenization massive. Then I see the whole equity startup funding, kind of, a crowdfunding 2.0 movement, where you can do all the crowdfunding investments. People love to do that in the past couple of years. But once you've done it, there's still a lot of paperwork involved. There's no updates. You don't get the assets directly. And enabling that with blockchain technology is super, super exciting, really giving everybody the opportunity to hold your investment right in a wallet, trade it against other ones. And I think that's where the future really is, to get financial assets tokenized, unlocking new trillion-dollar markets. So that's even much, much more exciting than tokenizing stocks from my perspective. Okay, here's another good question from Chris. To attract more people, is it also planned to introduce on the website and exchange other languages? French, German, Spanish, Italian, Chinese, Vietnam, Turkish. So our white paper is translated, I think, 5 languages. So if you want to share that at lcx.com/documents, you'll find a white paper in Korean, in Chinese, in Russian. But our platform, of course, also has to grow. So it's on our roadmap to bring in new languages. And this is planned to be rolled out within one of our next product updates for the exchange platform, and then eventually also for all my marketing materials. At the moment, we focus on quality, and we basically focusing on English language to get the best processes, the best quality for our users. That's a key priority. And once we feel stable and good with that, we can then scale it out to other languages. What we really want to avoid is auto-translated websites. We see that even with Coinbase. If you go on the German website of Coinbase, it's horrible sometimes how they translated it. Similar to other players in the market who do other languages. If you're a native speaker, you sometimes think that's a really weird translation. So that's not our approach. Swiss German quality. So if we do the translation, it has to be super, super good and then really feeling natural. Other questions? Come on, people. We have a couple of more minutes. It's almost an hour over, but here are more and more great questions coming in. Fighter Omar is asking, what are the concrete plans to increase LCX usage and increase the volume? And I also had been asked last time about marketing. I thought, I forgot to say so many things. We are super active in communication marketing. You notice is we now do these LCX live shows. We are sharing these across LCX social media channels, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube. So we are really getting 100,000 views sometimes per show in total, with like all these snippets. So we're increasing audience getting attention more and more. We see that in signups. In addition, we're working with professional PR agencies. I had been recently on a show at the Asian News Network on a special crypto show. We're engaging with key journalists for economics, but also for crypto. We did have the Coinbase CoinDesk story also about our licensing. So we're always engaging on that level. And then the last part is also kind of paid advertising. We did a collaboration with the Block Crypto in the US that's still ongoing, and additional marketing activities are coming. But most important is really to focus on our community, on our users, to get you happy, to get more engagement, and to increase what we call the customer success, to give you more opportunities to trade. And with that, how do we increase usage? Really, it's not only about having hundreds of thousands of users, but on top of that, it's important to create liquidity with attractive. And that's where most crypto exchanges are fighting for. It's complex and something which you have to fight for on a daily basis. And the way we are doing that is now with a couple of institutional large market makers, which will be starting on our platform. Next question, taking another. Okay, LCX good. When LCX app, so look up our product roadmap. It's at lcx.com/product roadmap. You'll find the full update. And also on my Twitter account, twitter.com/Monty Metzger. Altogether, you'll find it. It's pinned in my Twitter profile. Fenso is asking, are you guys using OKRs, objective and key results, or KPIs, key performance indicators? We do both. So first of all, KPIs are very important for a management team, but also for each department. So we're tracking, for example, customer success department, how many users requests came in on a daily basis. We track that. We track KYC and investor onboarding, how many people came in, how many had been approved, how many had been not approved, and then where there had been issues or technical issues. So KPIs, super important. And then most important, of course, our business KPIs, liquidity, number of trades, liquidity on the platform. These kind of things are tracked on a daily basis, 24 hours. We look at these numbers from the management. And then on top of that, we have to report also these KPIs to the regulator, but anonymized. So there we basically have to do kind of quantitative yearly reports on that, and also risk models. OKRs is a different element. So it's not looking at the status quo, but also on objective goals. And it's a key management methodology of every kind of tech company, successful tech companies. If you look at Silicon Valley, they live OKRs. That's where I had been also building companies in the past. And that's something which we have introduced from day one within our team. So we talk about objectives, goal setting, then we are tracking the key results. And we do this from all levels. So basically on a personal level of every team member at the LCX family. And then we also go up to kind of department heads and management team, and we share that openly within the company. And so OKRs are very important to even scale, and especially now at this moment of time as we scale from 30 to 50 to 60 to 100 people, OKRs are important to get things done. LCX is a really game changer. Thank you. I'm really loving it. Thank you for these comments. That's great. And motivation, especially if I can't see you, the audience here personally, and this feedback here in the comments is super important. Then here, Oscar is asking, how exciting will this last month be in the 100 days campaign? Well, it will be a blast and super, super exciting. We are trying to get everything squeezed in within the 100 days, but I can tell you it won't even stop with the 100 days. We have now so much built up. So much is coming that it will even continue over the course of the whole year. I think 2021 will be a tipping point for LCX, where we come out of the light and basically making steps with becoming a new category leader of the blockchain industry. So, and then probably to round it up here and to finish this session, Harold Rath is asking, Monty, my man, what is your favorite hard alcohol? So, I'm coming from Bavaria, so beer, the Oktoberfest is an essential part for me. I love good wine. Rosé, for example, at the moment is one of my favorites. There, I can recommend the Miraval from Provence. Very, very good rosé. Wine, excellent. It's the winery of Brangelina. So Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt have a winery in the south of France, Miraval. And hard alcohol, I think, hard alcohol, I would say whiskey. We have like at home a good selection of whiskeys. I love Japanese whiskey, as well as, of course, US. But then there are some good whiskeys also from the Bavarian region, for example, like Schliers. Very fine, good taste. But my favorite whiskey is really the Japanese whiskey. Good recommendation. Okay, I see. There's some gin lovers, whiskey lovers, and other drinkers here out there, of course. Good. Could you say something cool in German, please? So, Ozapft is. I would say. So this means like when you open the big can of beer, like 100-liter, 500-liter beer, you hit in, let's say, the opening thing where you can pull out the beer, and then you say, Ozapft is. So that's something you have to practice if you come to Oktoberfest, to the beer festival in Germany, and then sing ein Prosit der Gemütlichkeit. So, and with that said, I think probably some last German words. Liechtenstein is also purely German speaking. So there are also some German needed if you come. But if you come to Liechtenstein, it's great. If you come from Switzerland, for example, there's no border checks because of the tax union with Switzerland. But if you go to the post office or to the tourist office, you get even a stamp in your passport if you want. So for all the hunters, travelers, world travelers who want to get as many countries visited as possible, you can come to Liechtenstein and get a stamp as well. I love traveling as well. I'd been visiting over 51 countries already. Of course, I'm kind of grounded since February 2020. So my last trip was to Chicago, as I've told you plenty of times, to meet some of our partners. And since then, basically, had been here and also enjoying all this virtual productivity. So, nice wine in Vaduz. Yes, absolutely. There's the Royal Winery, and they have fabulous wine, and it's also a wine tasting. Good experience. With that said, I think there are plenty of other open questions, but time is running out, and we'll do more and more of these sessions. The next couple of LCX Insights shows will have fantastic guests coming next Wednesday. is, I think, Cello Foundation, which we have a big partnership with it. Then Don Tapscott, then Min Kim from ICANN Foundation, founder and close friend, also joining. So lots and lots of exciting people, and we will want to get their opinion about LCX, why they are excited about LCX, well, we are excited. We'll give you updates on products, what's going on, and we want to get more audience. So share it, invite your friends, get to know them, invite them over. So we do the sessions Wednesday and Sundays live, and then we'll share it across social media in a couple of days. Thank you so much for your time and this late night LCX Insights live session. Have a good night and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
This is LCX Insights Live. For more insights, please visit lcx.com/insights and follow us on Twitter @LCX. Onwards and upwards.